beautiful souls, welcome to my channel Cosmic Contracts with Princess Starlight. Today I wanted to share a message that came through for light warriors. Now before I get into the message, I will give a general description why there is a difference between light worker and light warrior. What are the differences? They are it's just that, let's say that, how do I explain it? So the earth souls are in second and third standard. The light workers are from fourth and fifth standard, so they are monitors. And now all the monitors combined, there is a head monitor who's coming from sixth and seventh standard classroom. So they have already done the light work, they have been doing it for a longer time, and therefore they have this edge of becoming warriors, of being defendants, of being defenders of light and justice. So anyhow, remember, there is nothing special. We are just high advanced souls who are here to serve, and everybody has a purpose. So it's not to say that somebody is special or we are special. No, nothing like that. Coming to light workers. Now light workers, remember, they are they are sensitive beings. All the impacts are eventually on the path of being a light worker, or they are already a light worker. They have already volunteered here through soul contract with their spirit guides and then the councils, so they have to be approved. So remember, when the call was sent out, we volunteered, right? But we have to send in the volunteer applications, then our skill sets, our capabilities, are they going to match for the mission? They are looked into, because not every volunteer who had applied may have come here. Your credentials were verified, they were looked through, and only then you were approved, and then you came here, so you signed a soul contract. Now light workers, they are very passionate. They have this drive to serve others. They're highly intuitive and psychic. They just, like, somebody is sitting in front of them, and you must have noticed, there are many people, or you must have noticed this skill in you, like you sit with across somebody and they end up sharing their deep darkest desire, or their pain or suffering, like their internal truth. Or even if they are not, you can just, like, right, you can see right through them. Their words do not matter, but what their energy is, what their soul is trying to hide, you can just read it better than the other souls of the 3D world. Their energy of compassion, of kindness, is more elevated, and they have this healing and nurturing energy. So it's the feminine energy, like just the feminine mother energy. They are nurturers, they are healers, they soothe the soul with their compassion and love. The best example I can give is of Florence Nightingale, Mother Teresa. There are so many more, but they just came right to my mind. Now, their potential of who they are. So you have to realize that as souls are awakening, it's this entire life is a journey. As you move forward, only then slowly and slowly things will be revealed to you of who you are and what your capabilities are. Previously and right now also, many light workers, they do not know that they are light workers, and they do not even know about this term. What is happening is, when you volunteered here, you can take this 3D dense energy as a baking oven. All right, and you're in this oven. So when you are under right pressure, right heat, that is when the bread is going to rise and take the form of bread. In same way, you are right now, this dense energy is like a baking oven, because we are very sensitive beings. We cannot associate, we do not even understand the dense emotions, or the thoughts that the other beings have. We do not associate with such energies, and therefore we are highly tuned to the energies of compassion and love. This is what we associate with, this is what we eventually are. But when we came here through the veil of forgetfulness, we forgot about that. Yet that core frequency of energy is within you, and therefore you find it really hard to adjust to your environment, to the earth system that we are in right now. But this is like a baking oven, and under right temperature you are going to rise. With the hardships that you face, you're going to rise and realize who you are, and you will find out. So it takes some hard work, some, just like just because I keep giving example of diamond. Initially it's a coal, and people keep saying it's worthless and it's of no value. But you keep it for some more time, put in more pressure, start cutting it, and then you will see that the diamond eventually comes out, which turns out to be worth, you know the worth has surpassed many other elements. In the same way, you have to be molded, you have to be put under that pressure. Only then your divine, true, authentic self would get revealed to you. And then you will find out who you are. That's how light workers are finding out who they are and what their potential is. So is kind of way this is a way to blossoming into a light working soul. So they keep having questions when they're awakening. They have questions like, who am I? What is my purpose? And since very a young age, they keep feeling that they have a need to serve others. Now, light warriors, they are slightly higher than the light working souls, because they have been working on the light as a light worker for a very long time. So they have been doing this in their past lives, maybe for let's say few past lives, or maybe 100 past lives, and they are directly reporting to higher beings. Now, higher beings can be the chief of the kingdom. Right off the bat, the example comes of Archangel Michael. So people who feel connected to Archangel Michael and keep reporting to us, so they are like the reporters. So they report back to Archangel Michael. He's the chief of the angelic realm, and they are fighting to maintain they're fighting to keep the balance and justice on this planet between the dark and light souls. Now remember how the light workers have this feminine mother energy to nurture, to heal the souls. Now the warriors have the masculine energy. They also have the feminine, but they are more towards the side of the masculine energy, and they feel, they have the sense of protectiveness. In short, they have the protective energy that our fathers carry on this earth. So the masculine side, they the warriors, it's inbuilt in them. It automatically comes out when they sense danger. It automatically comes out. So maybe right now you do not know of it. You think, when danger comes, you are somebody who just goes and hides. But remember, when it's like an automatic program, when the real danger comes, automatically you turn into a warrior. And that's why for some people, situations where they feel insecure or they feel unsafe, it keeps coming back, because it's for them to realize that they are the warriors, and they have the capability to fight this tense emotion or energy or situation that keeps coming back to them, making them feel insecure. And the power to make themselves secure and make others feel safe and secure is right in them. And that is why you might face challenges and situations where you have to stand up one day, face your fears, and fight in order to recognize the warrior spirit that resides right within you. Now, they have this light warriors, they have this natural aura of a leader. When they speak less, but when they speak, they are very persuasive speakers and motivators. Like, they can walk into a room where people are like really dull, they have no energy, and they can really pump up people. Like, we have the sports team captain. What does he do? He goes inside, the team is losing, and everybody has lost their will that they're going to win or anything, but the captain goes in and he motivates them, he pumps them up. So sometimes when the souls who have volunteered here, they are losing their faith, or they are not sure about it, or they are losing, they're not able to stand in their power, they're falling short of that comfort that they are on the right path and track, light warriors enter in, and they end up motivating everybody. A new motivation energy is sent right across everybody. So they are directly reporting to the above realms, to the leaders of the above realms, and then below them, no, let's not just say below, but they have an entire team, and somehow the entire team is going to work under them. The light workers, earth angels, they are also the ones who are fighting the demons or the dark souls, right? They work with removing spells and curses, which light workers or earth angels are not going to do. Earth angels are very sensitive, they can only stay in an environment of love and peace and harmony. Light workers, they know about the dark side and the good and the light side, and they know they have to transmute that darkness into light, because energy can be changed, it can be molded. So they are alchemists of converting dark into light. And the light warriors, they are the ones who are working, maybe in the astral realms they are working, and they are working with the demons or the dark souls, and they help in removing curses and spells. So they are trained in that. That is the main difference. With that, let's move on to the message that I have for the light warriors. As more and more light warriors rise, the illusion will start to become weaker and weaker. All the souls working for light need to now arm themselves more than ever, as the ego self will enhance the fears to lock you up in the cycles of illusion. Remember, ego is like a drop in the ocean. Who has the capability of bluffing like a master? That this is the only reality and you better stay in this. But now, as the warriors rise, as the workers rise, it is not that powerful as before. As it starts to shatter, to break away, you will see that others in an you will see that there is an entire ocean out there available for all. It's infinite, and all have space to be who they wish to be and be happy. A happy soul is equal to a soul aligned to its purpose. So don't let yourself down, and remember to arm yourself with love, with the armor of God, for it's about to get a little rough before all calms down and soothes. Thank you. This was the message. If I will put in my own interpretation, but this message is going to resonate differently with everybody else. the message is very clear that as the souls who are working for the light, be it the warriors, or this is for the light warriors, but it's I'm putting it across as general for light workers, light warriors, earth angels, fire. There are so many angelic souls also who have incarnated at this particular time. So as we are rising, we are recognizing the power of light within us. The ego program that has been running for thousands and thousands of years, it has to do something, because you're taking away the one thing that it was feeding on, and that is the light of your soul. So your light is the food source of ego, and it kept you in the dark because it needed to feed. So please do not get angry with the ego side, but remember that it is also a side that has suffered for long, and it will make every attempt to keep you locked into that illusion, into that cycle of karma. Please do not get lost. Many of the souls who have volunteered here, even after realizing their purpose, most of them are not able to get out of the cycle of these dense energies and get lost. Eventually they will remember, but they might get lost in because of this cycle for another few incarnations before they get back, they realize who they actually are. So do not get tricked by illusions. Remember your purpose. Remember you came to volunteer here, right? And you have the capability, you have the light. You are the beacon of light. You came to show path to others. For long, ego has shown that this is the only world, this is the way life and humans exist, and for long, most of us have not even realized that there is a possibility outside. So when you cannot see the possibility and you are still gripped by fear and darkness, I encourage you to hold this thought within you, to remember the size of your city, how huge it is. And if you get lost, you're just like a tiny grain of sand in that city. Now remember the size of your country, eventually expanding it to planet, then the solar system, then the galaxy, and then universe, and then multi-universe. Now you are not even the size of a grain of salt, so you can imagine the possibility of options is infinite. You can have a life that you want to create for yourself. You don't have to suffer, you don't have to be locked in fear. It's the matter of choice. Every second, every day, every second, every moment that you make a choice to not give in to your fear and stand, you choose happiness, compassion for yourself first, kindness towards yourself. You are choosing, you're creating a life that will eventually lead you to create a world of happiness, of kindness, of compassion, of love, and light. So do not get tricked. Hold on to the vision, anything that brings you comfort to get you out of that fear based system that keeps you trapped in. Because remember, the more you're pursuing what makes you happy, means that you are getting aligned more and more to your purpose. Every soul is unique and has a purpose, and happiness is directly proportional to your soul's purpose. And also, remember, on this planet, when we express our sexuality, our sex preferences, this world tries to say that this is bad or something, but remember, your sexual energy is directly related to your creative energy. Creative energy is birthing something new. When you are sexually engaged and get pregnant, you're creating a new life, you're bringing in a new soul. So your creative energy is directly proportional to your sexual energy. It's showing your creative levels, and then that pushes you to move into space of happiness. And happiness means you're aligning with your soul's purpose. So as more and more ego starts to play its trick, you will start seeing that all of a sudden the outer world seems to be collapsing or attacking you, and you're kind of getting disbalanced and not being in your power. I I encourage you that whatever thought and feelings uplift you, vision them, use them in your meditations, and keep pushing yourselves to find the light that is right within you. And please do not forget to arm yourselves. Your weapon is love, and wear the armor of divine protection, the energy bubble, and just keep wearing that. Use love, and anytime a negative emotion or energy comes through towards you, use the energy of love that is in your heart. The more you start using it, initially it'll be a trial and error, but the more you use it, you'll get a hang of it. You'll understand how to use your energy of love as a weapon to heal others. With that, I would like to leave you lots of love and light, Princess Starlight.